Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Madam President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, allow me to congratulate you, Madam, on the assumption of the Switzerland's presidency of the Council this month, and I wish you every success and pay tribute to Slovenia for the effective way in which it steered the deliberations last month. I thank the braveries acting SRSG Ambassador James Aswan and SRCC Mohammed Al-Amin Suwaif and Ilwad Elman from the civil society for their briefing. Madam President, on the political front, the National Consultative Council meeting has commenced yesterday under the leadership of the President, His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, and reflects his commitment to inclusive governance and broad-based consensus on critical decisions. Preparations are underway for the agreement on the electoral process and the remaining constitutional amendments, as well as the intensifying security operations against the terrorist group of Al-Shabaab and ISIS. We recognize that substantial work is required from both national stakeholders and international community for the conduct of one person, one vote electoral process. As the Council of Ministers approved the draft bill established the Independent National Electoral and Boundaries Commission and endorsed the election bill and the political parties and organization bill. Moreover, in parts of northern Somalia, regional elections is moving ahead to take place on November 13 as planned. Federal government of Somalia is committed to ensuring the electoral process is fair, free and credible at all regions in Somalia. On the security front, we are engaged in consultation with the African Union and United Nations on the groundwork of the post-ATMIS security agreements in 2025. We welcome the establishment of new peacekeeping mission in order to provide adequate, predictable, and sustainable funding for the mission. Our forces are actively engaged in high-tempo offensive operations, successfully liberating numerous areas previously held by Al-Shabaab. To sustain and build upon these achievements, we are increasing our efforts in extending local governance in these liberated areas and ensuring that the gains made on the battlefield translate into lasting peace and stability. Madam President, in Somalia, we are confronting not only with the unlawful annexation attempt of our territory by Ethiopia, but also with a narrative that seeks to justify this aggression under the guise of counterterrorism. Let me be clear, the claim that Ethiopia is in Somalia to fight terrorism is a veil for their true intention of a pretext of occupation and annexation of Somalia territory. The real motive behind recent hostile attitude toward its neighboring countries is an attempt to divert attention from its serious internal issues. The Somali government has engaged in good faith, unlike its Ethiopian counterpart, in a series of meetings facilitated by the brotherly government of Turkey. As a landlocked nation, Ethiopia has no rightful claim to Somalia territory for the establishment of a naval military base. Such actions are a violation of international law and a threat to regional stability. In the last 3 months, Somalia have intercepted 3 large illegal weapon shipments crossing from the Ethiopian border, destined to non-state actors in northern, central, and southern states of Somalia. These actions violate UN Security Resolution 2713 of 2024 regarding Al-Shabaab and endangers the lives of countless civilians and TCC involved in peacekeeping efforts. It fuels communal conflict and empowers the extremist group Al-Shabaab and ISIS. It is becoming evident that Ethiopia, as a TCC in ATMIS, is acting outside the boundaries of its mandate and violating the principles of peacekeeping. The international community must recognize that funding a TCC that engages in such actions undermines our collective efforts for peace and stability in the region. In conclusion, since this may be one of the last meetings of UNSOM, I would like to extend our appreciation for the UN team for their collaboration with Somalia in the last 11 years. We look forward to working together on a new mission for the next 2 years on gradual transition to UN country team and achieving the priorities articulated in Somalia's letter to the Council in August 2024. Thank you very much.